I'm enjoying reading Dave Grohl's storybook book. It's fantastic. Can and do recommend. Also, now I'm totally obsessed with watching Nirvana, old Nirvana performances. There's no new ones. Nirvana performances. Anyways, I thought today would be a great day to learn Alone and Easy Target. So here we go. Put your bad self in drop D. The coolest thing about guitar is when you're in drop D and you get to play a D chord and strum everything. We're not going to do that in this song though. What we're going to do is we're going to take our pointer finger and put it on the D, G, and B strings. 7th fret, that's an A shape. We're also going to add the baby E string, 8th fret, and so we have open, open, 7, 7, 7, 8. This wacky looking thing is a D7 chord, and we're not wasting any time here today. Before we move on, here to explain why this wacky looking thing is a D7 chord is my kindergarten teacher and our music theory expert, Miss Poopadoop. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, thank you, by the way, thank you. To understand why that wacky looking thing is a D7 chord, we need to know the notes of a D7 chord. I don't want you to memorize all this stuff. There's so many chords. That's too much to memorize. But what you do want to be able to do is figure out on the fly what notes are in a D7 chord, for example. Of course, we don't play the E or the A string when we play normal old regular D7. We do play the D string, which is a D. The G string 2nd fret is a G, G sharp, it's an A. The B string 1st fret is a B, C. And the E string 2nd fret is E, F, F sharp. So there you have it. The notes of a D7 chord are D, A, C, and F sharp. And here's this wacky thing. Of course, this is on the 7th fret. We've got the open low D string, so D. The open A string, of course, is A. If we were to count up to the 7th fret on the D string using our musical alphabet, we would find that the 7th fret of the D string is also A. And the 7th fret of the G string is D. The 7th fret of the B string is our F sharp, and the 8th fret of the E string takes care of our C needs. There you have it, some repeats, but D, A, C, and F sharp renders this wacky thing a D7. Yay. Back to you, Ryan. My kindergarten teacher. So, we've got our shapey shape here. I'm going to use my pinky finger on that C note for the E string 8th fret, and I'm going to use my ring finger on the B string 8th fret. It's going to go on and off like this. Off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And then we're going to do the following. Middle finger is going to go on the now D string, 4th fret. Ring finger goes on the A string, 4th fret. And pinky finger goes on the always D string, 4th fret, including your pointer finger on the G string 3rd fret. This is as if we were in standard tuning playing our F sharp bar chord and leaving the baby strings open, but since we're in drop D, this string has to go 2 frets higher to accomplish the same thing. So this is F sharp with the open baby E and B strings, and then we're going to move it down 2 frets to E. Shapey shape plus the B string. You don't have a lot of time, and that's not an easy shape to get to, so I would recommend plopping down your middle ring and pinky fingers and giving the lower strings a strum. And that gives you just a split second to get your pointer finger in position. That's our verse. While being in drop D made this kind of more of a pain in the butt, it makes this next part easier because we get to play power chords really fast. That's one of the things that drop D is for. A power chord is now just across the 3 fat strings with any finger, preferably your finger. We're going to be open, 3, 5, 3, open, 3 to A. Now, when you hit that 3 before you go into the A, use not your pointer finger, so you don't have to do an awkward leap of destiny. Just use your middle finger, so you're just ready to go. Open, 3, 5, 3, open, 3, A. 3, open 3, open 3, open. C power chord, normal style. That's the A string 3rd fret. That's our chorus. The bridge, the get out section utilizes the cowboy bounce. This thing. On a different rhythm, of course, you're going to have your drop D style power chord on the 5th fret, and the A string is going to go up 2 frets with your ring finger. Then you go down to the 3rd fret and give it a furious bendy wiggle, a wiggle. You can hit the open low strings after your furious wiggle there, and then after you do that a bunch of times, you move up to the 7th fret, no cowboy bounce, and our wiggle is going to be on the 10th fret. And there you definitely hear the open strings after your wiggle. 7, 10, open. And then you just hit that 7 and go into the next part, which you already know because we've now covered all the pieces. The last thing I want to point out is that when you're on the 7 and 10, you've got plenty of time to just use your pointer finger to go up to 10. You can wiggle better with your pointer finger. Because you get that little percussive nothing before the... Anyways, that's all from me for today. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye. Wasn't holding the button. This is awkward.